the news brief for Friday, June 27th. Hope you're having a great day. It is the Feast of the Sacred Heart, so happy Bacon Friday. It's not a day of fasting today, so hopefully you can do something to celebrate on this great feast of the Sacred Heart of Jesus. So many of our churches are named Sacred Heart in our diocese, and so there's all kinds of celebrations going on today. And as Deacon Will pointed out in the homily, there's all the readings for the Mass really connect to Christ as the Good Shepherd. So it's kind of like a secondary Good Shepherd feast today too. So there was not a GSN last week. It's kind of a slow news period here in these lazy, hazy, crazy days of summer in late June, early July. And I enjoy these days. They're a little bit more relaxed and I can get caught up with some things. And so very lovely. There will probably not be a GSN next week either because it is the 4th of July next Friday. And unless I get it done on Thursday, I'm going to be heading out of town myself on the 4th. So there will probably not be a GSN next week either. But it is kind of slow what's going on right now. But a couple things are going on. First of all, most notably, it's the switch of the priests this coming week. And so this weekend is Father Mersman's last weekend here with us. And we're grateful for his time that he has served us so faithfully here at Good Shepherd. We're having a go-away reception for him after all of the Masses this weekend. You might have seen that you were invited to bring baked goods to the receptions. So the idea was to kind of do a donut Sunday, but maybe not donuts at all the Masses. So baked goods, muffins, cookies, donuts, whatever. If you can come to that and just wish Father Mersman well, that would be spectacular. So that is this weekend after all of the Masses. And then Father Wilson comes the following Thursday. And I'll talk about more why he's coming on Thursday in just a minute. But he's coming on Thursday, so Father Mersman packs up and leaves on Monday, and then Father Wilson comes in on Thursday the 3rd. And just a reminder, as we are starting here, Father Wilson will really only do Spanish. And so he will not do any English Masses at the moment until we get a better feel of his comfort level and how well he can celebrate these Masses and these celebrations. So we'll have to assess that first. But what it's going to allow me to do really is to focus really on the English Masses, on the English community. And so there are opportunities here and allows Father Wilson to really build up the Hispanic community as well as a native speaker, as a Colombian. So there are opportunities here. Just bear with us as we figure out what is the path forward. But the plan is not to have him do anything that he's uncomfortable with or that he does not have a competency level to do. So we'll just assess that. So just be patient as we do that. And we'll introduce him, I think, at all of the Masses on the weekend of whatever that is. I think it's the 19th and 20th of June or something like that. It might be too quick to do it this weekend and people are gone for the 4th of July weekend. Then he has a parish mission at another parish, I think St. Paul, the weekend of the 12th and the 13th. So he's not around that weekend. And then the following weekend seems to be the most natural to kind of introduce him to all of the Masses, the English Masses anyway. So that would be kind of the game plan for that. So change of the priests coming right up. We also have coming up in July the Women's Faith Sharing. Those will be Thursdays, 9:15 to 10:15. And so here is more information on that. A wonderful chance just to get together and share the faith. And so here is more information that starts Thursdays on July 10th and following. And then I am in and out this kind of whole summer here with various things. This past week, we had a great conference, just Tuesday to Thursday. It was a brief conference, but very powerful. It was called Pathways Toward a Thriving Parish. And there was a team of us. There were 4 staff members and 2 parishioners who went on the journey to Chicago. And we had really great sessions and trying to develop pathways to having a more thriving parish. I'm really excited about the work that we have done. We have a kind of a core team that we have also assembled to help us with the progression of this plan to build a more thriving parish. And we will also have a consultant from this organization that will be helping us along the ways. It's a 3-year plan that we are developing that coincides nicely with our strategic plan, many of the same themes, but this gives us more concrete ways to put them into practice. So that's where I was these past couple days. I was in Chicago, and it was a work trip. We were working on our parish. Next week, I have just a brief couple-day trip where I'm going down to Tulsa and with my priest prayer group. So just a Monday through Wednesday trip there. We just take some time just to have a couple days just to relax. It's either a mini vacation or an extended day off, depending on your perspective. So Monday to Wednesday. I am here for a day on Thursday, well, the end of Wednesday and the day of Thursday, the 3rd. And then on July 4th, I will go out to the Lake of the Ozarks and then come back on the 5th. So it's the O'Connor family reunion, which is not actually my family, but some friends of mine who I've gone with them to the reunion for every other year for years, ever since I've been a priest. So I celebrate Mass with them on Sunday evening at the lake there, and then I just spend some time with friends relaxing there for that week. So I will be gone that following week. So I go on the 4th, and then I come back because we have a quinceañera on the 5th for one of the daughter of one of our key musicians, Rafa Ornelas. His daughter is doing her quinceañera, and I got to be there for that because they're very involved, and I'm looking forward to that. And then I will have the 5 o'clock and the 8 o'clock, and then I will go back out there that Sunday night to celebrate Mass with them, and then I'll be gone for the week. And then I'm here for a little bit, and then I have my next trip to that gaming convention in Indianapolis, that board game convention at the end of July and early August. So kind of in and out all summer long here with various trips. And yeah, so that is pretty much it. That's just a little personal note there of the travels, and there'll be a revolving door of priests coming in to celebrate the daily masses. Next Tuesday, Father Dan Morrow, who was here for a summer, Tuesday and Wednesday, I believe that he is planning to celebrate the masses, which is really exciting because he is newly ordained and he actually begins his assignment on July 1st at Holy Trinity, but I think his first masses are going to be here at Good Shepherd as a newly assigned priest. So that's exciting. So maybe come to daily Mass on Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, as I will be on my priest trip. And then there's a whole tour of priests coming in the following week to cover masses for me when I am gone. And then this weekend I have the 12:30 Mass and the 4 o'clock. I might have the 10, depending on how Father Mersman's parties go. He might want to stay there after the 8 o'clock reception and spend more time with folks, but we'll see. I said I am available for the 10 o'clock Mass if you need me to be there, but I do have the 12:30 and the 4 o'clock Mass. Then also just put in a plug, on July 20th, we celebrate our 10 years being when we started our very first Mass in Spanish 10 years ago on July 19th, 2015 is the first Mass. So we're gonna have a little celebration there, more information to follow of what we will do to celebrate our 10-year anniversary of this beautiful ministry here that we have at Good Shepherd. I think that's pretty much it for the GSN. Have a wonderful week. Happy 4th of July to you. Probably won't see you next week. And then, I might be 3 weeks till we have another GSN. So we will see you next time.